Hey guys, so I just wanted to make this little clip here for the vlog because, as you know, I always put on my vlogs when I post them hashtag Year of New Experiences because back in 2018 that's what it was, and that's what the hope was going to be here in 2020. Unfortunately, because of COVID, can't really get out, can't really do too much, can't really travel, none of that stuff. So, unfortunately, the vlogs just kind of turned more into a, hey, here's an update of what happened during this week. But one of the biggest things that I always fail to look at whenever I look at Year of New Experiences, I'm always thinking big. I'm thinking, like, what's one big extravagant thing, like skydiving or traveling and all that stuff. And I always fail to look at the little things that I haven't done. So, in honor of that, for today, I was going to think about doing something I've never done before. So, for lunch, I've eaten at this place all my life, but I've never tried a specific thing from this place, which is the main thing from this place, and that is I have never had a Big Mac. 31 years on this planet, my entire life, never tasted one, never tried a Big Mac from McDonald's. I always do the McDoubles, the double cheeseburgers, the chicken sandwiches, the fish fillets, and the chicken nuggets. That's usually what I do. But I've never actually had a Big Mac burger from McDonald's. So, I figured for lunch today, I'd go get myself a Big Mac and actually have one and see what it tastes like. See what the special sauce that they, talk about and that everyone always talks about, and see how good it is. So here on camera, for the first time ever, you're going to see me have a Big Mac. I have to get my fries in the container too. Always double it up. It's like a little meal tray. But all right, here we go. Let's take my first ever bite of a Big Mac. Okay. I see what people are talking about now. That sauce is actually really good. Man, 31 years. Never knew. Never tried. Never did anything. Wow. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. So, the reason why I kind of got this idea is I was watching a video that was talking about McDonald's. I think it was on Food Theory. And he mentioned the Big Mac. And it kind of dawned on me. I was like, yeah, I've never had a Big Mac in my entire life. So here we go. That's what it is. And yeah, I get it now. I understand why people eat this. Well, thanks for sharing in this first experience that I've had. I give it a thumbs up approval. Now on to the rest of the video. Vlog. Okay, so anyways. So I think for these last couple weeks or 8 weeks, I'm probably going to start releasing the vlogs probably on Tuesday, just so I can fill out all this stuff that's been going on Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. Because really what we're focusing on right now is a lot of the studio stuff. And today, where I'm actually heading away from right now, is we were down at the studio. It's Monday, and they were having the city council meeting that they want us to be a part of. But of course, Mark had this great idea where he's like, well, if they're going to want us to join via Zoom, because everything's being social distance at this point, he was like, why don't we do it like we did Balloon Fiesta from the studio? So it looks really good and really nice. And so I was like, all right. So they had the meeting at 3. And so Gary couldn't make it to the studio. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go to the studio, and then you join via your Zoom. We'll set everything up. And then when I get to our portion, if they have the questions, we can jump in, we can show them the studio, show them all the bits and pieces and whatever. Well, just like any other council meeting, whether it's UNM or city, it takes a while. There's a lot of stuff to get through. There's a lot of approvals of agenda and all that stuff that you have to get through. So we were there for about 2.5 hours before they finally got to our point. And of course I brought in Travis and Mark because I was going to sit on the set so I can answer questions if they had any questions in the studio, and I had Mark in the back to be able to cut cameras if we wanted to show off the studio, and then I had Travis on audio. So we were sitting there for the 2.5 hours, and they get to our agenda. I was like, okay, here we go. And they go, okay, action item, approval of a secondary agreement with Windfire Productions over the public access channel. Do I have, is there any questions? Or do I have first you did the second. Does anyone second? And someone was like, I second the motion. And he was like, okay, does anyone have any questions? Dead silent. And so me and Gary were like, okay. And so then it went on to the next part, where's the approval? And it was like, okay, let's go around and vote for approval. And our budget passed with a 9-0 approval. So yeah, we didn't have to We weren't on camera. We didn't have to explain ourselves. Apparently they trust us enough that they just saw it and they were like, absolutely, like bring them in. We got this, approved, boom. So yay. Really looking forward to seeing where we go from here. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I have this week. Nice little quick update. But of course it's November now and tomorrow's the election. Oh boy, at this point I just want it to be over. But we know it ain't gonna be over for a while, so we'll just have to see. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.